And welcome to the Business Spotlight. Today, well, I brought an Obamacare expert. I know that may not be the most PC comment to make, but it really is what most people are referring, at least in the Texas area, to this new insurance protection, affordable insurance protection program that's coming within the next year. Well, Mark Roden is an expert in that area. He also has been in the insurance industry for over 20 years, has an enormous practice of really helping his clients get what they want in the most affordable and effective way. Thank you so much, Mark.
Thanks for having me, Pat.
And now, you describe yourself as an Obamacare expert with a teacher's heart.
Yes. Well, I'm Dave Ramsey's endorsed local provider here in the Dallas market. So Dave always says you don't want a salesman, you want someone with the heart of a teacher. So I've been in the insurance business for over 20 years, and these are chaotic times with Obamacare, or the Patient Protection Affordable Care Act. So
yeah, that's easy to say.
Yes, as it's affectionately known as Obamacare. So,
well, one of the things that I'm curious about, you talk about Dave Ramsey, and some people may not know who Dave is. So what's the connection there? Why is that even important?
Well, Dave is actually a national syndicated radio host. He has over 500 stations that 5 million listeners daily. And so about 8 years ago, I was selected as the endorsed local provider. So they follow up with everyone that I speak to, make sure that I really help them out. And I assure you there's probably about 100 agents in the Metroplex that are standing in line if I mess up that would love to be Dave Ramsey's endorsed local provider.
That's awesome. What does that really mean for them? Is that...
Well, we're one of the good guys. We're going to have their best
There's only a
interest
few of us left now,
That's
right?
true, you and me. We're going to have their best interest at heart. And seriously, having the heart of a teacher. If you sit down with me and where you're at is exactly where you need to be, I'll be the first one to tell you, hey, you've got great protection, great coverage here. Just stay right where you are. Let's stay connected. But you're fantastic right now.
That's awesome. When you get into this whole Obamacare arena, what are we really going to get from today's show? What's the audience or the viewers really going to get from today?
Well, we're going to get some substance, and we're also going to look into what drives Obamacare. And it's really going to boil down, as we're going to dissect in one of the segments, to subsidies. The federal government is going to lower the cost of your insurance by providing subsidies, government cheese, whatever you want to call it, to help defer the cost. Because health insurance is expensive because health care is expensive, and that isn't changing in the next few years.
Now, your industry is full of opportunities to buy insurance. Some are captive agents, some are, what do they call it?
Independent agency.
Independent agents. What's the difference, and why is that even important?
Well, it's very important. I joined an independent agency, Century Insurance Agency, to help better serve my clients. We have a whole team, basically anything insurance, we're able to help them. But back to your original question, an independent agent is not has more than one bullet in the gun, so to speak. We're not held captive to selling one insurance company's product. We're actually an advocate for you, and we're going to do what's best for you.
So it sounds like you actually work for the client rather than the company. Is that what you're trying to say?
That would be accurate.
Okay. So when you look at like the different things that we're wanting to talk about in Obamacare, what are some of the things that are going to be coming?
Well, the big thing is there's a lot of confusion on whether or not it's even coming. You know, we had the election, we had the Supreme Court. It's coming. In Texas, I'll just speak specifically to Texas. We're not going to have a state exchange, but we will have a federal exchange, and starting in October, you'll be able to go through open enrollment, and your plan effective date will be 1/1/2014. So it is coming, and it is here.
Now, what is that going to mean for people as far as if if you're under an insurance policy or a plan right now, will it change anything?
It depends. One of the biggest drivers is whether or not you have group insurance available to you right now. If you have group insurance available to you, then you won't be able to participate in the subsidy part, but you'll be able to go, maybe you're going to start a business and you can walk away from the group coverage and you can go on the exchange and buy guaranteed issue regardless of your health and history, you will be able to get guaranteed issue insurance.
Now, one of the things that I'm pretty convinced is that there is one constant, and that is that change always happens.
Yes.
So if you're employed by somebody now, I think all of us have seen the history with insurance, or not, I should say with employment, okay? So things blow up, things change, we downsize, right size, wrong size, whatever, go out of business. The options right now are COBRA and what? And
right.
How does what this Obamacare really, what's it going to mean to them?
Well, right now you could go on the individual market where they can say no. Obamacare makes it where the insurance companies cannot say no. So you have, the good part is you have coverage. The bad part, we all know that's going to cost a little more extra money, and then you're going to have the IRS involved. So in an effort to try to make it more simple, they've actually made it more complex. All the more reason you need a good health insurance counselor.
Well, one of the things that, as we move forward into these next few segments, folks, you're going to hear what it's going to mean to you, whether you're single and earning a paycheck, or if you're a family of four, and what kind of monies you're making and how much the government's going to, in a sense, throw your way. This is the Business Spotlight. Today, we're trying to give you more information about how to take care of things. We'll be right back.
You can become a published author. Discover a system that will lead you from idea to having your book on the bookshelves. Bob Baer pulls back the curtain at the More Power to Publish workshop. Watch and learn how to follow the step-by-step plan to turn your idea into a published book. Learn more at morepowertopublish.com.